like today?
Hi, Audrey. Well, things are much calmer. Some semblance of normalcy is back. Banks are open, albeit for shorter hours, but many shops are still closed for fear of the unknown. We had an internet shutdown with international telephone lines, also cut for much of last night into the morning. Curfew hours have been reduced and made much clearer now to start at 7 p.m. and end at 8 a.m. The President, Julius Maada Bio, who was away in London on a private visit, returned last night. While his foreign minister has been meeting with members of the diplomatic community here to assure them of safety and security, the president has been meeting his top security advisors, the army, the police, and the Office of National Security at State House. I went to the morgue, the central mortuary here. There were 7 bodies there, civilian bodies, as well as 2 police officers, the bodies of 2 police officers. And I'm told that 6 other civilian bodies are in the east end of town being brought to the central morgue. In total, we now have 6 police officers confirmed to have been killed yesterday and 21 civilians across the country, mostly, obviously, in the western area where Freetown is and in some parts of the north.
This, shocking as it is, didn't come out of a vacuum, did it? There had been calls, apparently, for people to stay at home on Monday and Tuesday and to take to the streets on Wednesday. Who was behind these calls? And would you say that, people were actually heeding them, or was there something brewing before anyway?
Well, there had been some talk about some protest, in the sense that people said they were coming out to demonstrate. But in terms of say that people should stay at home on Monday and Tuesday, there wasn't that call. The police said that those who asked that they wanted to demonstrate had not come forward. They referred to them as faithless. So clearly there was the impression that there would be a demonstration or a protest even, but nobody thought it would have got to the extent it turned out to be yesterday. So yes, there was, an inkling that it would happen. People didn't even go to work the day before, and then on the following day, what happened yesterday happened.
Right. Why were the police, at least 6 of them, attacked and killed? Are there specific grievances against them?
It's not exactly clear because yesterday, those police officers, of course, obviously the police force are yet to come out and tell us exactly the circumstances surrounding the deaths of those officers. But from social, media images which you have verified, you had the impression that they were not a part of those who were really having the head-on confrontation, so to speak, with the protesters. One of them was attacked as he was leaving his workplace, overnight workplace. The other one was attacked in McKinney as he was riding on a motorbike going somewhere, and then he ran into the crowd. And then the others that were attacked in Kamakwie, indications are that the police said that they actually stormed their police station, touched it, and then they died. So they were killed. In terms of really whether the police were prepared for it or not, we do not know. But there had actually been this grievance against the police by some, mostly opposition supporters, who said that they don't allow them to protest, who said that they killed some of their supporters in McKinney, in the northern stronghold of the opposition, who said that they also killed some of their supporters in the fishing village community of Tombo. That happened in the last 2 years, and there had actually been this grievance against the police.
So has the opposition responded to any of this? And in the midst of this, because, violence like this can flare up again, is anyone calling for political dialogue between the government, the opposition, and civil society structures?
Well, first of all, the main opposition APC party, whose strongholds are the areas where these protests happened, have completely distanced themselves from it. Their Secretary General spoke to me yesterday, and they issued a press release as well, saying that they had nothing to do with it, and they were mourning the loss of what they call, innocent lives. But clearly, in terms of civil society or somebody calling for calm, there has been a voice. He is the Deputy Minister of Information. He issued a WhatsApp audio message last night, and this is part of what he had to say.
We don't lost precious lives.
We have lost precious lives, and I think we are all grieving. So those who are suggesting that the president or the security forces should act tougher, I don't think that's the way forward in addressing our issues in Sierra Leone. What we need are the voices of well-meaning Sierra Leoneans within and outside government to help resolve these key and critical issues. They can include religious and political leaders and other eminent men and women. Even if we have a faceless group sponsoring this, we should not be taking a radical stance.
That's Solomon Jamiru, the Deputy Information Minister. Clearly, that's the only voice we've heard about this in public. The President is meeting now with the security chiefs. We don't know what will be his message later on when hopefully, if he addresses the nation.
Thank you very much, Umaru Fofana, keeping an eye on the situation in Sierra Leone for us.